So, I mean, I guess not a lot of people have heard about this, and I can understand why. I can understand why the media doesn't want to talk about what occurred a couple days ago. A 73-year-old man was killed by police, essentially for not wearing a mask. That's what it boils down to. He didn't want to wear a mask at the store, and I guess he said something kind of like, the person that worked there said you need to wear a mask, and he was like, no, I'm not wearing one. And I'm not sure exactly what happened after that, but he ends up leaving. They called the police. First of all, this is Canada, so they call the police over everything. Rainbow Unicorn Land over there. But another incident happened in Michigan or Wisconsin or wherever. But the thing is, this is what I want people to understand. Like, okay, there's really gonna be people that are on their last, just like, they're tired of it. They are tired of this insanity. They can't, you know, it's just like, they're 73 years old, they're like, I've lived my life, I honestly don't give a crap. And I understand that. I absolutely understand that. Where the problem is going to come in is exactly what occurred. You know, now those people that worked at that store, it was just a little like dollar store type thing. Now they're going to have to live with this the rest of their lives. That because they called the police, this old man died. And I'm not saying that it was their fault. I'm not saying that. But that's how they're already taking it. And I understand them, because I would too. That's what the girl said. She said, you know, what if I wouldn't have called the police? He would be still alive. And so is that, if you work at a store or something, if you're a manager at a store, if you own a store, if you own a business, if you know anybody that does, share this with them. Is that what you're going to just like be fine with letting the people you work for, that work for you, like, have to go through? I don't get it. You know, there's just so many people that are like committing suicide. A 73-year-old elderly man was shot and killed by police for not wearing a face mask at the grocery store. This was in Ontario, Canada. So, you know, it's going to be hard for them to try to pull, oh, he was, you know, he had weapons. And no, this dude went, this is horrific. So there was an elderly person that was cleaning the carts, the shopping carts, whatever. And when he showed up, he said, no, I don't want to wear a mask. I'm good, you know. And I guess they tried to force him, and he's like, no, I don't want to wear it. And I guess he said some rude things to her, to her or him, I don't know, the elderly person. They were both elderly, right? And so the people at the grocery store thought, hey, let's call the cops, because that's what we do for people that aren't wearing masks. Let's call the cops. So there was actually 2 officers that fired the special investigation. They had to, I mean, this is, I don't know. So they sent out 2 officers to his house to do a check after this occurred. They're keeping this so hush-hush. I haven't seen any, like, U.S. mainstream media report about this. Not big ones, you know, not CNN, not MSNBC, none of them. Which I'm sure we know why. But actually, from what I've been reading and looking into, this might put the owners of the shop, of these stores, in some hot water, because they are forcing their employees to engage in this type of situation. You know, like the girl in this situation that called the cops was, I don't know, 19 years old or something. She was young. And so what, you've got all these young people or elderly people working at these stores, and you expect them to do what? I think there's going to be a lot of situations that come out of this, and even the stores are complaining, and stores should be. They should say, no, this is not, I don't have to enforce this because it's going to endanger people. You know, you can recommend anything, and honestly, that's what they're doing. They're recommending it. That way you just get corona shamed by other people. They're totally fine with it. They don't, you know, like the news doesn't care if you kill each other. They love that. However, this is going to be on the backs of these young and elderly workers, or, you know, somebody's going to be caught in the crossfire. There's just so much going on here, y'all. There's people that they've lost like their entire retirement and all of these things because the stock market crashed or this or that. All of these things are occurring at once. And understand what's going on. I understand what they're doing. They're trying to break us down. But you cannot let them. And there's going to be people that have been, you have to understand all aspects of it, y'all. You have to. Otherwise, you're just going to be part of the problem. I know, people are going to get angry at that. But you have to understand. You have to understand that there are people that literally they believe what's on the news. And so they really believe these masks are going to help. And by you not wearing a mask, they really see you as like harmful, like you might kill them. That's seriously at the okay, let me say, you know how annoyed you get when you see somebody wearing a mask and you just like cringe and you're just like, why are you wearing this mask? They do the same thing, but on the opposite end of it. But theirs is more of a fight or flight, life-threatening aspect. It truly is, because they literally are not doing any research. They just are doing what their local officials are telling them, which, look, whatever. Not everybody has time to research everything. And people really believe that, yeah, the people we voted in, and even if you didn't vote for them, you believe that they're honestly supposed to be doing stuff that's good for you. There's people that believe that vaccines are good for you. There's people that believe all of these things. We can't change their minds. And honestly, by you not wearing a mask, it freaks them out. At least we can be in the mindset of, I know this mask does nothing, and you are all, and that's why you need to wear a mask that has a message on it. So people they'll read the message and it's like, wait, what? What's Event 201? You know, like, I haven't made that one, but I'll make that one. You know, like, oh, wait, what do you mean? This mask isn't gonna help me? Are you kidding me? Like, because there's people that really don't know that, y'all. There really are. Let me interrupt myself real quick, because I keep getting this same comment, hey, I was guilty of it too. But then I started thinking about it, and I was like, wait, hold up. We wore masks in the military. And then I was thinking, well, dang, my dad used to wear a mask riding his bike. So all of this carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, or you're gonna get sick if you wear a mask, or you're just gonna die. It's not factual, y'all. I mean, anything could happen to anyone, but we would then have to explain how come people like snipers, people in the military in general, the guys that I see cutting grass, they're always wearing bandana masks, whatever. I think they're trying to make us look dumb, y'all, and we are falling for it. Because then they'll say, oh, they're anti-science, they're this. Just don't let it get to you. I want to thank the people that have gone over to my Teespring store and purchased a mask or a shirt or phone cases, whatever. I've got the Unborn Lives Matter, 365,000 abortions last year. This one's new, Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death. I have almost all of these are also on shirts and phone cases and all of those things. So it's not just about masks, but I mean, seriously, these people are going crazy, y'all. And I know you want to be Superman and you're super woke. You know, you're like I'm super, oh yeah, I'm not falling for their stuff. Well, if you know about it, then you're not falling for it. You see what I mean? Like, if every time you're putting on your mask, it says, this mask will not save you, but I know a man who can, or this mask does not protect you from COVID-19, you know it's not submission whenever you're doing that. Because you're giving a message. Do you see what I'm saying? I know, it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy too, but we have to look at it the other way. These people truly are freaked out. They truly are. There's kids that are freaked out, and it disgusts me. It completely disgusts me. You know, I saw recently a scientist that used to be one of the big climate alarmist type people. He said he finally changed his, like, he's like, I can no longer do this, and he had to come out and tell everybody the truth. Although we know people are already brainwashed into climate change, but he could no longer handle it. And what was his breaking point? When he saw children committing suicide, or children, he just saw, he kept seeing all of these stories where these children were freaking out, even committing suicide over climate change. And he said, I could no longer keep silent. I had to come out. And so he wrote a book. I honestly don't remember his name, but that got me to thinking, what about this? Why aren't people seeing that for this? You know? And that's why we have to at least just put the message out. That's all we can do. It's probably much more wrong of us. I know, y'all. I know. I'm not, you know, like, people are like, oh, you changed your mind on. No! Masks don't work. They don't prevent anything. They don't. But we cannot change this emotional response that the vast majority of the public is on. So, are you really willing? Are you willing to get shot over not wearing a mask? If you are, well, you can die on that hill. Die on that hill. Hey, whatever, more power to you. But I think wearing a mask whenever you have to, just if you have to, or even just for fun, you know, so you can spread the message. A mask that has a message on it that says, You're being lied to. Research of it 201. Research that, you know, like, I'm gonna make some more. I have, I don't know, like 10 or 12 already. But, you know, that's the only thing we can do. I mean, it's not submission when you're putting the thing on and you're saying, this isn't gonna do anything. It's not showing that, oh, you're bowing down to fear, because you're not scared of it. You're wearing a mask that says, nope, this mask really does nothing and you need to research it. I just feel like this is going to escalate, and I don't want my viewers to go and get killed by one of these crazy people. They're losing their minds, y'all. And by you not wearing a mask, you're pushing them that much further. You see what I'm saying? I'm not telling you have to do anything. I'm just telling you need to look at it in multiple different aspects. There are people just on the edge. And I mean, somebody killed a young mother with her 3-year-old child the other day for saying all lives matter. I can't even talk. All lives matter. Like, just people are losing their minds. And I know this sounds all confusing and stuff, but it's just like I can't grasp all of it. And the only thing that we can do is not let it get to us. Whenever you're just as angry, if you're like, I'm not wearing a mask and I'm just gonna go and harass the people at shops, why? Why? Do I want to wear the mask? No. I mean, it's on my head right now. Like, of course not. But the media has done a great job at screwing with everybody's minds. And the only way you're going to be able to get your message through is by wearing a mask that says a message on it. It's not going to be any other way. They're too far gone. They truly are. Try to shop at places that don't require you to wear a mask or whatever. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful night. It's just crazy.